happens, you know, isn't it amazing that the one thing that you carry with you all the time, 24/7, is also the most fragile thing you have amongst all other things. Imagine what people go through when their brand new tablet takes a sudden liking to the floor and goes splat onto it. Screen, the first thing that breaks. So this is what we did. From within our team at the show, we gave out a challenge. Asha. So the challenge was that most people who actually break a mobile phone screen or a tablet usually will go back to the company, and here in India it may cost as much as the phone or tablet itself. So we asked you to go into Jugaad land, which is what we are known for, and find out what could you do as an alternative. What did you do?
Took me a long time. I spent like a whole day trying to get someone who would fix my iPad for me, and for like a really decent price.
Why would you break an iPad?
It's not a cushion, and I think either I change the color of my cushions or just buy like a different colored iPad, but I kind of sat on it. Yeah. Like sat.
Okay, I have nothing more to say. She sat on her iPad. That story closes there. Okay, so we close that story there. Okay, you want to tell us what you did and how it happened?
Rajiv, you won't believe the kind of day I've had today. I've actually been here the whole day trying to find someone who's going to actually repair my iPad. But every time someone actually agreed to do it, they refuse to do it on camera. I mean, I just don't know what the big deal is.
But I finally found one person who was not only ready to fix the display, but let me shoot the process as well. You might think that the process of replacing the iPad display takes a while. But if the necessary parts are at hand, then the whole process can be completed in a matter of minutes. First, the technician used a heat gun to separate the display from the rest of the tablet. Yes, there were no screws holding the display in place. Since the display of the iPad was broken, it obviously needed to be replaced. After removing the connector that connects the display to the tablet, the technician was ready to connect the new display. Once that was done, the iPad was ready to use, as good as new.
Okay, now the two heroes of this piece are with me, Asha, and joining us is John. John, you actually have a company that has a solution.
Yeah.
So, what did it cost when you got it repaired?
4,500, yeah. That's for the normal iPad.
I'm going to ask you the two tough questions. You obviously know when you came in out here you were going to get.
Yeah.
How can you be doing it for 4,000 rupees where everybody else is at 20,000 or so?
See, basically what Apple does is that they don't repair the screen per se. Okay, they're going to give you a fresh iPad, right? So when you are under that impression that they're going to repair it, it's not for repair that they're going to do it. They're going to replace the entire iPad. Now what we do is that we do it in front of the client. Right, that's where the transparency comes in.
So when you're done with it, would you say there's any compromise in the product?
Not at all.
Later, is it working the same way? When I take back an iPad repaired by you, where the screen has been totally replaced, is there anything that you've done to it that makes it a compromised product?
See, apart from the fact that it's fallen down, okay, and it's fallen on the ground, and apart from that shock that it's taken, okay, it might just hamper some of the small components inside. But then we give a three-month warranty on the work that we do.
But what you're replacing it with, those pieces of that screen in itself, is it the same quality?
It will be the same quality, absolutely.
It is the same quality according to you.
The user experience is absolutely the same, if not worse, absolutely the same. You won't get any sort of any touch interface problem, anything of the sort.
The resolution is the same. And I've heard that there are two things that can break inside an iPad. It's the glass outside and then the screen inside itself.
But 99% of the time it's just the glass that's broken.
Last word from you. Your experience now, do you feel any different with this new iPad?
Not at all. I think it's as good as new. It was great. It hardly took any time. I think it's fantastic.
And of course, they've saved you a lot of money, because this is what you could do if you go through an incident like Asha did. Well, that really is where we are wrapping up the show for today. But do remember, we live in an awesome world of technology where there are more choices than ever before. But within these choices lie complexity. Within these choices lie the fact that you can't make up your mind. And that's what we're here for. A question, a query, buying advice, something that you bought that doesn't work, something that you want to buy but are confused. We're here to answer that. Get your questions in. We'll see you next week.
Stand by.